CNN's Whitney Wild is there. Whitney, what are you learning about who Robert Prevost is?
Oh, well, one of the people who knows him very well, that's Father John Leyden. He lived with him for 10 years in Peru. He is now here at the Chicago Theological Union, where Pope Leo gained his Master of Divinity, then came back to teach other students of the Augustinian religious order. And he said that he is the most global, most international American Pope you can imagine because he's lived in so many different places around the world. He said that this is the moment here, it is hard to overstate the gravity of the moment here, because now American Catholics, now members of that Augustinian religious order, see themselves in the man who now leads the church.
Habemus Papam.
We have a pope.
This is the moment Catholics and papal enthusiasts had been waiting for. Pope Leo XIV, the first U.S. pontiff in history, presenting himself to the world. 69-year-old Cardinal Robert Prevost, born in Chicago, was chosen as the 267th leader of the Catholic Church on day 2 of the conclave.
La pace sia con voi.
Peace be with you.
He attended Villanova University in Pennsylvania, earning a bachelor's in mathematics before going on to receive his Master of Divinity from the Catholic Theological Union of Chicago.
I have absolutely no doubt that our new Pope Leo XIV will just be an extraordinary leader. We didn't think it was possible for an American to be the person that the Cardinals would choose, but he's a person that really has the heart of the whole church.
Gracias a todos ustedes.
Cardinal Prevost has spent much of his career as a missionary in South America. He previously worked for a decade in Trujillo, Peru, and served as Bishop of Chiclayo, another Peruvian city, from 2014 to 2023. He is a dual U.S. and Peruvian national. After today's unveiling, Peru's immigration agency posted his Peruvian ID card on social media. Today, he outlined his vision for the church.
We have to seek together to be a missionary church, a church that builds bridges and dialogue.
The visibly emotional Pope Leo XIV also thanked the Cardinals.
I should also like to thank all my cardinal brethren who have chosen me to be the successor of Peter, and to walk with you as a united church, always seeking peace and justice.
He also asked the crowd to remember the legacy of his predecessor, praising the late Pope Francis, who died April 21st.
The Pope who blessed Rome gave his blessing to the world, to the entire world, that morning of Easter. Allow me to follow up on that blessing. God loves us. God loves everyone. Evil will not prevail.
Jake, it was extraordinary to go inside this building where he gave Mass, where he ate with students, where he shaped the future Augustinian priests under his direction and under his leadership, and where, notably, he cooked. Father John Leyden says that Pope Leo loves to cook, and actually when they were in Peru together, Pope Leo would make pizzas for everyone. That was one of the things, one of the lighter anecdotes that Father John Leyden remembers about now Pope Leo. Jake?
Joining us now by phone, a close friend of Pope Leo from their time together in Peru, Father Art Porcaro. He was with him just last week. Father Porcaro, I'm so grateful to have you on the phone. Tell us a little bit about what this last meeting was like that you had with the now Pope, and can you give us any insight about whether he thought that this was a realistic possibility for the result of this conclave?
Only God knows, but certainly Bob is a very, now Leo XIV is a very down-to-earth human being and very good human being. He's deeply spiritual person, and some people would call him reserved. I see him as well-centered, somebody who cares really very, very much about people. And the example that I could offer, I've known Bob, we were together in Peru, and in Rome he was Prior General. I worked with him and helped a little bit in his diocese in Chicago. Men loved Peru. He became a Peruvian citizen, so he could be able to identify at least nationality with the people there. Bob is a truly international person, and as I say, cares so much about people. So this past week, April 26th, was my 50th anniversary of ordination. I had asked to have Mass with then Cardinal Prevost, and if possible, we might arrange to meet with Pope Francis. Well, God had a different plan and called Pope Francis to himself. So Cardinal Prevost said, but come anyway, you can come celebrate the Mass. So I can celebrated as a priest the Mass that Cardinal Prevost was present at for the funeral. And my family, my brother was arriving with his family at the airport, picked them up after the Mass. And I mentioned to Cardinal Prevost, it would be lovely if he'd be able to come have dinner with us. He said, gee, I have the Mass of the 9 days with for Pope Francis, but maybe I'll be there for dessert. And sure enough, in the rain with an umbrella over his head, he came down to the restaurant walking, and we sat together with the family and enjoyed gelato in Rome. This is the human person, Bob, who cares about people.
I have to say, the fact that you can so easily, and I can hear you struggling a little bit, you keep referring to him as Bob. It's so deeply humanizing, and really, actually, I know it's a small thing, but it says a lot about who this new Pope is. Can you tell us a little bit more about your time in Peru? And I mean, I think everyone is trying to understand. I mean, we, of course, have been focused on, oh my gosh, we're stunned. There's an American who's a Pope. I certainly, obviously, have lived here all my life and understand what that might mean. What do you think that he took away from the time that he spent in Peru that is going to influence how he governs the Roman Catholic Church?
Well, it's a great question, and it's a great opportunity to share. I think this is a true understanding of who Leo XIV is understand somebody willing to leave his family, to leave opportunities, to go work among other people who had a great need for a minister. So when Father then Prevost came to Peru, young priest, he came to not to replace people there, but to help build up the Peruvian church and identify with the people as Christ identified with those who were most left out. So Father Prevost at that point in time, I'm very aware now to use the word Bob, try to be conscious of the fact that
I love
Father
it so
Prevost then. and then here's somebody who, because he felt called and he was at service and great service to the people, became Prior General of the entire Order of St. Augustine worldwide, and reelected in that post. People saw in him the ability to govern, to lead, to manage, but a caring person. And he knows Italian, as we all heard from the Loggia. He knows Spanish, as we heard also from there, how brilliant. He's speaking directly to people, the people of the city of Rome in Italian. This is a person of the style of Pope Francis.
Yeah.
Somebody who knows that we are called to be close to others, and particularly to those who have been left out. I think Father Prevost and Cardinal Prevost brought to and brings to the church the call to be close to those, to God's love for everybody, but be close to those who don't know that they're loved, or truly feel they are not, those who have been left out. He talked about Pontifex, bridge builder, the importance of doing that. So I think that really expresses who Leo XIV is. And I love the name, Leo, after Leo, who started Catholic social thought, through whom that became a significant contribution to the church. Here, Cardinal Prevost, now becoming Pope Leo, speaking to us about the importance of Catholic social thought in our world today, to build a better world not for some, a better world for everybody.
All right. I unfortunately have to let you go, but very briefly, can you confirm, Bob, Cardinal Prevost, now Pope Leo, Cubs fan?
That I cannot.
We'll ask for a second source down the line.
I am not a sports
Father Porcaro, thank you so much for your time.